it's Jenna with Uncomplicated Kitchen, and I'm coming to you today in collaboration with Mountain Wise's Produce Prescription Program. All right, this recipe today is gonna be super simple. What we're doing is we're making a very easy seasonal greens and grains bowl. The first thing that you have to do for this recipe is make sure that you have your grains ready. I used very simple white rice, and all I did to make this on the stovetop was add 1 cup of white rice, 1.5 cups of water, a big pinch of salt, maybe 1/4 teaspoon. You bring that up to a boil, you pop a lid on it, you reduce it, bring it down to simmer, and cook it for 15 minutes. Now what we're gonna do is prep our veggies. Because this is seasonal, what we're doing is a little bit of carrot, some celery. Celery's always available. We're doing a little red onion for color, and a couple of Brussels sprouts. When we're doing carrot ribbons, all you have to do is, you can use any kind of peeler, but I really like this Y-shaped peeler. We're just gonna get all that skin off. And if your skin on the carrot looks a lot prettier than this one does, go ahead and keep it on. There's of course a lot of good stuff in it. So you're gonna peel all the way around. I like to go all the way down. I do not rotate the carrot like you do when you're peeling it, because I want nice wide ribbons. So I'm just gonna continue in the same direction, and I'm gonna press really, really hard. So next we're gonna prep our celery stalk. These celery greens are perfectly edible, so we're gonna keep them on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna bunch that all up, and I'm gonna keep my fingers nice and safe in that claw, and I'm just gonna go way down. Keeping my knife steady, and my fingers far away from that blade. All right, a couple Brussels sprouts. We're gonna shave them. So the first thing to do when you're dealing with Brussels sprouts is to get those really kind of icky leaves off of the outside. I usually peel a couple layers off, and I stop when it looks really good. So that looks great. Do the same thing to the other one. Keeping your fingers out of the way. What you're gonna do is you're gonna curl those under, and you're just gonna gently pull your knife through, rock your knife back and forth, and you're just gonna go as thin as you can on those. Finally, we're gonna thinly slice our onion. You can go either way with the onion. You can do it like in the rainbow, or you can do little slices. I wanna go this way and do it as thin as possible. So once again, protect your fingers, keep them far away and curled under. Nice, thin little slices of red onion. 1 cup of rice or cooked quinoa, whatever you want, in a bowl. I like to keep it warm, so cold rice out of the fridge, not very good. The texture is really kind of hard and crunchy, but warmed up is absolutely perfect. So warm rice. We're gonna do about a cup of our greens. I'm using baby spinach, so really there's no need to chop it, but if you've got big kale or big spinach, go ahead and run your knife through it, make it smaller pieces. All right, so 1/4 cup maximum of red onion. Onion, no matter what kind, can be pretty pungent, so do as much or as little as you like. We've got a whole bunch of carrot. This is about 1/2 of a large carrot, cut into ribbons. About 1/2 stalk of celery. If you like a lot of celery, go for it. Remember, we've got both like the fern part and the greens added. And then a couple of Brussels sprouts, really thinly shaved. All right, for our protein, we're gonna do chickpeas in this. These are just rinsed and drained right out of a can. About 1/3 of a cup. Now I'm adding a couple tablespoons of crumbled feta cheese. If you like goat cheese, you can do that as well. If you don't want cheese at all, don't use any. It's completely up to you. Now we're gonna make our very simple dressing. In this measuring cup, I have 2/3 of a cup of olive oil, 1/3 of a cup of apple cider vinegar. You could use red wine vinegar, white wine vinegar, balsamic vinegar. It's entirely up to you. So I'm gonna pour it in a mason jar. Really, you could use any jar with a lid, a tight fitting lid, of course. All right, cracked pepper to taste. Black pepper is not my most favorite flavor, so I usually go a little shy. Go ahead and add as much as you want. Add between a 1/2 teaspoon and a full teaspoon of kosher salt. We're gonna do 2 teaspoons of honey, a tablespoon of Dijon vinegar. Dijon vinegar is a magical ingredient because it's gonna help keep your dressing together and prevent it from breaking. It is known as an emulsifier. It's fun science in cooking. All right, so here we go. All we gotta do is put our lid on it, and we're gonna shake it. Just shake until it's completely combined. Of course, we made more dressing than we need for this recipe, and this dressing will stay great for a few days in the fridge. All right, done. Now for a little more protein and some other good stuff, we're gonna add a couple tablespoons of our sunflower seeds. And we're just gonna drizzle on enough to coat everything. I like to start with a little bit and take my fork. All right. Well, there you go. You did it. You made a very seasonal, very delicious greens and grains bowl. Enjoy.